Tori was struck by a hit-and-run drunk driver on March 26, 2003, after she had gotten off of her school bus and was making the short walk home. And we were, one of the lucky ones. My daughter survived. She lived. She did not live the life that she would have lived, though, if it weren't for the choice of one. Tori was gravely injured from the shoulders up and the hips down, and it would take a long time for the bones to heal and all of the surgeries that she needed. But the one unanswered question was the one that remained throughout the rest of her life, and that was what, if any, recovery she would get from a brain injury. And so my 12-year-old daughter, who was a world champion martial artist, who told the corniest jokes and gave the best hugs, lived the rest of her life in a minimally conscious state. She wasn't able to walk, to talk, or to eat. And on November 1st, 2022, after 19 years, 7 months, and 5 days, Tori died because of an impaired driver. I had the opportunity to do a lot of different things in life and all kinds of roles, and whether it was as an employee or, someone forging a career, or an actress or a singer or a dancer, whatever it was in life, the greatest role that I ever had was that of being a mom. And being Tori's mom brought an extra special joy because she was just light and love, and being able to look from the time she was this little baby and watch her grow into this little girl who was determined and proud and happy and kind and sweet. It was the greatest gift that I was ever given, was to be mom to my 2 children. Tori was born September 27, 1990, and she was my second child, and she was a scheduled C-section. We were scheduled for 3 o'clock in the OR, which I thought would be wonderful because my first child was 3.5 weeks late and 36 hours of labor. So I thought, this is wonderful. But Tori would show us from day one that she was a woman who had her own mind and her own timetable for things. It wasn't until well after 6 o'clock in the evening that we got into the OR with Tori. And I remember the moment that they placed her on my chest, and it just felt complete. Tori was very funny, and she was a bit of an old soul. So she had like this really dry sense of humor, and so you didn't see it coming at all. And one of the things that she would do is she would come out with these phrases that we had no clue where they were coming from. But one of her signature lines was, "I must be butter because I'm on a roll." And that was just it. That's Tori. It said it all. She was very sweet and very kind, but she knew how to deliver a punchline. I was proud to be Tori's mom every single day. She was always leading the way. She was one who would level the playing field for the underdog. And that just gave me such a sense of pride that she saw people. She saw them for what they were, or how they should be treated. And she really felt this need to be the equalizer. But one story really stands out to me above the rest. Tori never met a Salvation Army bucket she did not like. And you could not go in and out of a store without making a donation. But Tori went beyond making sure you made a donation. Tori wanted to learn about the people who were asking for these donations. And so she made it a point to learn the name of the volunteer. And there was an elderly woman who used to stand outside of our Stop and Shop. And the day that Tori approached her to ask her her name, the woman mouthed something back to Tori, and Tori found out that she was a deaf mute. So after our donation and going into the store, we went home, and Tori started learning sign language so that she could communicate with this woman. And they became good friends. And one day, Tori had an accomplishment at school, and I asked her if she would like a special treat. And she said, I would really like a bouquet of flowers. So we went to Stop and Shop to get her a bouquet of flowers, and her friend was outside with the Salvation Army bucket as we were walking out of the store, and Tori's holding this bouquet of flowers in her hand. And as we were getting closer and closer to the door where the woman was standing, I saw Tori put her hand into the bouquet. And I thought, I know my daughter. I know what she's going to do. She's going to give that woman the flower. And I was wrong, because Tori kept the flower for herself and handed the woman the bouquet. And that was probably one of the proudest moments, when Tori really revealed herself. Oh, I could think of 100 words to describe my daughter. She was effervescent and bubbly and happy and kind and sweet and athletic. But I think her friends said it the best when they gave her the nickname Tori Glory, because there was just something glorious about her. The other name that she was given from school was from her teachers, and it was the glue, because they said she was the glue that held everybody together. Tori certainly valued family and friends, but I would say it was more of community and just the idea of everyone being together. And she really exemplified like team player. You know, she certainly knew what it was like to be part of a team as a martial artist, as a gymnast on a team at school. And she knew what you could achieve when you all worked together towards a common goal. And it was just that sense of community and togetherness. She elevated whatever community she was part of, and she certainly thrived being, a part of a community. Life is all about the moments, and whether they are monumentous moments or if they're inconsequential, it doesn't matter. They're moments that you get to have with the ones that you love, and they can be fleeting. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and so you want to cherish every single one. I think we all have a tendency to rush things along. I can't wait till they're out of diapers, and wait till they get older. You'll never have those moments again. Live in the moment. Enjoy the moment. Cherish it. If I could say one more thing to Tori, I'm grateful that we were a family that always said, I love you. And so I have no question in my mind that she knows that she was loved. We said it all the time. But the one thing that I would like to say to her is thank you. Thank you for the privilege of being your mom, for the opportunity to be your mother.